you this. Men and people will fight you down. Tell me why. When you see John light. Let me tell you, if you're not wrong, then why? Everything is alright. So we're gonna walk. Alright.
Alright. Wife and my son are going to the dollar store. I'm here at Gaming Grade. Gonna take in some stuff.
Logan's on his way, Kurt.
Kurt.
Is that what all those are for?
Alright, so not bad. Got a lot more store credit. The dude that was working today actually asked if I wanted cash or store credit. I just went with store credit because they tend to give you a little bit more sometimes for store credit versus cash, because you know the store has to make money, which is understandable. But they had a bunch of PS1 games that weren't there the last time I was there, so I made sure to look through the PS1, the games that they had. Found me a couple of titles. Actually picked up 3 games, and yeah, they were on the pretty pricey side, but titles that I have never heard of before. Looked very interesting, in freaking awesome shape, and store credit that I got helped out a lot. Store credit that I got for all the PS2, I don't remember off the top of my head how many PS2 games I took in, but store credit that I got from all the PS2 games, it might have been like maybe 11 or 12, was $52.50, and I picked up some games right there, some PS1 titles to add to my PS1 collection. I'll show you what those are in a bit. I had to move over and park in front of the freaking dollar store, just waiting on my wife and son. But yeah, really happy that I did not have to pay everything out of pocket. So I guess those doubles that I always pick up when I go thrifting, and I don't realize I pick up like the same game until I get home, I guess those came in handy because I had a few and they helped me to pick up a few of those PS1 titles. So yeah, whenever I see games out there at the thrift store, even if it is a game that I already have, I would definitely pick it up so that I can come back and trade with these guys. So yeah. All right.
So hard.
Savers.
NAX Media presents a Phil Rim E-Freezing Beat
Still not straight. Best I'm gonna get it. What's good, everybody? Almost said Friday. It's after 1 o'clock in the morning. Happy Saturday. I got a few things from yesterday. Game Grid and Savers. But hang on for today. I'm gonna go yard selling later on in the morning, of course, obviously. I'm gonna hit up a few yard sales, garage sales, and then of course end the day with some thrift stores. That's the plan for later on today, Saturday. After I get some sleep, obviously. But let me show you what I picked up yesterday. Went family thrifting with my wife and son. Hit up Savers. That was like the only thrifting that we did. The Savers down south. But like you saw earlier in the footage in the beginning, we went to the Gamer Grid. Well, I went to the Gamer Grid, and they went to the dollar store to walk around. I had a bunch of PS2 games. I think it might have been like 11, 12 PS2 games. Some were complete, some were not. All in really good working condition. Took it in. The guy that was there working was actually there a couple days ago when I took in when I went and bought some other games. But anyways, I checked out their shelf that they have all their games. Their only shelf that they have their video games on, because everything else is cards for their gathering of magic or whatever it's called. But I was looking at the shelf while he was going through all the games, checking to getting the price together and getting all that stuff to let me know what a store credit was going to come up to, because he asked me if I wanted cash or store credit. I chose store credit. So while he was going, doing all that stuff, I noticed they had like a bunch of PS1 games. They didn't have PS1 games since I started going to that store, which is like a week ago. So someone donated, traded in, or whatever, a bunch of PS1 games and some really cool titles. I picked me up a few PS1 titles, but I'm really happy that I got a good deal with store credit. Everything come up to like a little over 50 something bucks. So I was happy with that. That paid for half of the games that I picked up. And then I also noticed that a bunch of the NES games that were there, that they have, a bunch of them, a lot of them were actually my old games, doubles and stuff that I had traded in like a few weeks back. And they have some new N64 games in there. I'm debating whether or not to go back to get those. I am going back today, I almost said tomorrow, to get some more stuff, to trade in some more stuff. But I'm going to show you what I picked up from Gamer Grid at the very end. So I'm going to go ahead and start with what I picked up from Savers. So I went to Savers, found a bag of toys for like $4.99. There was only one toy that was in there that I noticed that I wanted it for, or that I wanted. That's why I bought the bag. And that's this dude right here. It's Raphael, old school 1980s Ninja Turtle. I actually have two more like this downstairs in the dungeon. One of them downstairs, he's missing like his hands. The other one is complete. The stickers for the other one that's complete is like coming off or whatever. This one's in really good shape for its age. So yeah, I got 3.5, I guess, because the other dude has missing hands. But I got that. There's also this cool, probably not going to keep this, maybe not. It's cool looking Hulk figure here on this stand. And keeping with the Hulk theme, I found this bad boy for $3.99. This thing is freaking huge. Check this out. $3.99. Now look at the size comparison. Here's the Ninja Turtle dude. Look at that. Holy crap. I really like this. Pick this up. I'm gonna hold on to this. Add this to the toy collection downstairs in the dungeon. Now let's move on to the games. Alright, so that big ass Hulk was freaking cool. Glad that no one picked him up. So Savers South, got those toys, picked up a few games and a movie. One movie, a DVD. Let me go ahead and show you what that is for $1. Actually, I think this was like $2.99. I picked up Steven Spielberg's Inner Space. There. I don't think I have this already. $1.99, got that bad boy. Found me a PS1 game. I believe I already have this, but that's perfectly fine because I got the Gamer Grid that I can always take in stuff and trade, you know, and then get something else that I want. But I got the greatest hits for the PS1. This was $1.99 for Siphon Filter 2. I'm gonna go and check because I believe I have a copy of this already complete. Manual game. The games are in really good shape. Has both discs. Even has like this paperwork and stuff. So there's the other disc. I mean, both discs look like this. Look at that. Practically brand new. But I will check my copy downstairs because I do believe I have a copy of this. And if in fact I do have, I'm going to check, you know, to make sure if this might be an upgrade for mine. And then I will send one over to Game Grid with a bunch of other stuff or some store credit to get some other cool things. Because there were a few things there that I had to leave behind. The stuff I picked up from Game Grid, not all of my store credit covered it. I paid a little bit out of pocket, but it's always good to know that they take in stuff and that, you know, store credit, you get a little bit more versus cash. But yeah, we'll see tomorrow or today when I go there and take some stuff. But anyways, picked up a bunch of Xbox games. You probably saw in the footage. Savers South, probably someone's Xbox 360 collection. Now, The receipt is somewhere here, but I didn't know this. My wife was the one who ended up like taking everything to go and pay for everything because I was watching our son. He likes to go to the toy section. I do my looking around real quick while she's watching him. Then I go and rescue her so that she can go and do her looking around stuff. And whenever she's done, she'll just let us know, and then she'll be like up at the cash register paying for all our stuff. But there were a bunch of Xbox 360 games that I wanted to grab, and mainly all of these Xbox 360 games I am taking over to Gamer Grid, along with a bunch that I have downstairs in the dungeon. I picked up a few over like the course of thrifting that I have downstairs in the dungeon. I do not have a working Xbox 360. The only Xbox 360 I have is in that kiosk that I found dumpster diving. Did not get around to going to see if it can, work. I don't really care. I got a working original Xbox that I picked up for like 15 bucks with controller, wires, everything from DI, and that works perfectly fine. I've tried out a few of the original Xbox games that I've played, or not played, that I picked up, sorry. So I'm perfectly fine with that. No, I mean, I got my PS4, my PS3, all the other old school systems. So all these Xbox 360 games I'm going to show you, I'm taking over to Game Grid. And then tomorrow, or today, later on, a couple hours from now, hopefully I can get this done so I can go to sleep. In a couple hours from now, I will show you again the same games, but with a bunch more that I will be taking to Game Grid. But, yeah, all of them. So let me go ahead and start and show you what they are. A lot of them are in great shape and complete. The first one is Kingdom Under Fire, Circle of Doom. It looks like a cool game, but like I said, I don't have a working Xbox 360. I'm not gonna go and buy one. I'm perfectly fine with taking this over to Game Grid and stuff to get like something that I really want, like I pointed up there, like it was up there, something that I want up there by the light. Because there's like a bunch of PS1 games, like I said, that I had I left behind, but I will go back and grab those. But I was trying to say earlier when my wife was paying for it, and I mentioned the receipt. You see, they have here $4.99. A bunch of them have $4.99, which is why I didn't scoop up all of them. Now, apparently, when she went up to pay for these Xbox 360 game, I don't know if it was because, well, she said the guy was training this girl working the cash register. I'm not sure if because he was training her or they just missed it or what, but they did not charge us $4.99 for all the 360 games. They charged us $1.99. Now I will get the receipt just so you know I'm not full of crap. Hopefully I didn't throw the freaking bag away, but I will find the receipt and show you in this video. But it's marked $4.99, but they charged us $1.99. So if I would have known that earlier, I would have grabbed up a bunch more. But I already have a good couple right here, titles. So Kingdom Under Fire, Circle of Doom. Looks like a really cool game. Complete. Disc in great shape. Taking this into, look at that, Game Grid. That's one. Xbox 360. You saw this, Resident Evil, Operation Raccoon City. Love me some Resident Evil. Complete. But sadly, I'm not keeping this. This one was cool because there was 2 games in there. Look at that. So the Resident Evil game was in there, and also this game. I'll have to find like another case for it downstairs to take it in for the Xbox 360. Chaotic or Shadow Warriors. But nonetheless, they're all going to Game Grid. So that. This one looks interesting too. 99 Nights. This one is not complete though, but still the game is in really great shape. Sorry, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning now. Trying to rush to get this done. course, Final Fantasy, whatever that is. I don't know my Roman numerals. See, I need to go to sleep and hurry the hell up with this. Xbox 360. This is like, the case is in great shape. Wow. And it is complete. All that paperwork, manual, game, and disc 3, disc 2, disc 1. So all the discs go in this case. So there's 1, 2, and a 3. So yeah. Really happy to pick that up. Then the last Xbox 360 game, this one looks interesting as well, is the Outfit. And this is complete and good old GameStop style. I guess I could take it out of the sleeve. But yeah, so all these Xbox 360 games, along with the bunch that I have downstairs, like I mentioned, I will be taking over to Game Grid and trying to get some like store credit to get a couple more PS1 games that I saw. Now, as I was walking through, making my way to the toy aisle, I saw some more Xbox games like randomly on like shelves and tables, and I didn't know that this was the original Xbox until I was actually editing the video. But it makes me happy because I get to keep this one, because like I mentioned earlier, I've got the original Xbox downstairs, and I use that to test out and to play every now and then to try and get used to the Xbox controllers, you know, original Xbox games. And this looks really, really fun. So this is going to be staying here with me, and this is for the original Xbox, and it's called The Suffering Ties That Bind. Looks like a really fun game. Really good shape, and it is complete. Staying here with me. And what else is staying here with me are the games that I picked up that you get to see now from Game Grid. Leave it to me to pick the very expensive ones. So I picked up three PS1 games. First one, I had to have it. You know, I'm a fan of it. I got the NES version for it. For the PS1 for $10. They have it marked at $10. Picked up Contra Legacy of War, and it is complete. Manual there. Oh, the manual almost fell. And then the game in great shape. So that was $10. This is one that I paid out of pocket. Some of the store credit went to this. Some of it. Yeah, okay. Now, getting kind of pricey with this one. So the Contra, of course, I played before. I'm pretty sure you have. Now, I have never played this game before, but it looks so freaking interesting. And they have it marked at $45. And it's called Alundra for the PS1. Have any of you guys played this? Oh, excuse me. It actually looks pretty cool. So, complete, has like a map, big ass booklet for a freaking manual, and then the game. So Alundra, I think that's how you say it, right? For $45, and a little bit also from store credit went to this. But this is where all the store credit went to, which is why I'm glad I got as much as I did, because I did not want to leave without taking this home with me, and I did not really want to pay out of pocket for this or the other ones because it would have been way too much. But they have this marked at $50. You probably know what it is. You saw it. I was holding it, staring at it for a while for the PlayStation 1. Another game that I have never played before, but really happy to have to add to my collection, and I will definitely check this out. This is called Tumba. So it looks pretty damn fun, right? Timon and Pumbaa. So yeah, really happy. I collect for the PS1, PS2. I mentioned this before. That's my generation. I grew up playing that. Yeah, this looks like a really fun game. So yeah, that's where I'm glad I got all that store credit. So PS1 games. That's it, you guys. Well, that's not it. I told you I'll get the receipt. Hang on, let me look for it. I might have to dig through the trash, and you don't need to see that. Okay, so it's not in the trash, not in these bags in front of me. I believe it's in the car. I'm too lazy to go outside, man. It's like after 7 after 2. I need to get my ass asleep so I can get right back up in a few hours and take you guys garage selling and yard selling with me. Hopefully we score something, and of course more thrift stores. But I'll get it tomorrow and show you if you don't believe me. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.